Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you again. We're about to kick off a holiday weekend, and today I want to do a different kind of video with y'all. I want to look at a couple of pairs, talk about what went on this past weekend sneakers, and also talk about some pairs that I have coming that I'm pretty excited about. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at a couple of pairs and recap this week. Alright, so this week we saw the Ma Maniére Jordan 3s drop on the sneakers app. I already had my pair secured through the EQL raffle on the Ma Maniére website. I think those shoes are beautiful. As of right now, it is one of my top 5 favorite pickups of this year, and it's sitting comfortably in there. Could it be dethroned before the end of the year? It possibly could be, but for now, it has definitely earned a spot in my top 5 pickups. And just for everybody's reference, this is the Ma Maniére Jordan 3. This is from that pack While You Were Sleeping. Many people are familiar with the first Ma Maniére Jordan 3. For me, that's really what put Ma Maniére on my radar. It's easy to see that this pair has premium quality, and the Ma Maniére style is unmistakable. Like, you definitely know as soon as you see this, even if you didn't see that A on the front, anybody familiar with sneakers would probably recognize this as an Ma Maniére collab without even being told that it was. I love it when a brand is so recognizable that you can see something and you don't even have to look at the branding to know who made that shoe. But as I said, these are definitely one of my favorite pickups of the year. If you struck out on these, the good news is resale is not high at all. These are still pretty affordable, even on the secondary market. So now might be the time to grab these if you missed out on them and you really want them. I'm not saying that prices will go insane. I don't really predict prices and that kind of stuff because I don't have a crystal ball and I really don't care. I just want the shoes that I like. So even though these were pretty easy to get, if you're upset that you missed out on these, now might be your best time to grab them, because I would be surprised if they stayed this cheap for a long time. And talking about being surprised, that's a good segue into this next pair. So these are the White Thunders, and these dropped last weekend. This is a very familiar color blocking. A lot of you are probably already aware of the Thunder 4s, which is a black and yellow colorway. Then a couple years ago, maybe 2021 or 2022, we got the Red Thunders, and on that pair where you see white, it just had red. The more that I look at these beside my original Thunder pair, I think I might like these more. I definitely prefer the shape of these. These have more of that new shape where they're a little bit wider and a little bit squattier looking, but they're much more comfortable. The pair of shoes that I have on right now is the new Jordan 4 shape, and they're so much more comfortable than what older Jordan 4s were. I expected numbers to be really, really high. I still think numbers are really high, and I think Nike is probably just staggering the release. I don't know if it'll be like a Jordan Reserve or like a surprise restock or something like that, but I would not be surprised at all if I see these pop back up. Even though they didn't have a really high stock of these, I am still surprised that they sold out as fast as what they did. In my opinion, those Ma Manières are far superior to this pair. It's not even a question of quality of materials, because anybody will tell you those Ma Manières have way better materials, but for me, I just prefer the style of those Ma Manières, and I would see myself wearing those Ma Maniére 3s more than what I would wear these Jordan 4s. I probably have an unpopular opinion. I know that a black and white shoe is really easy to rock, and I do think these look great. I wasn't expecting to get really good materials on these. If you've had any of the pairs from the Thunder pack, or if you've ever had any Jordans with this synthetic nubuck or this synthetic suede on the upper, you know what to expect whenever it comes to the materials. So I wasn't expecting these to be real premium or anything, but I just prefer the style of those Jordan 3s a lot more than these. So let me know down in the comments, which pair do you prefer and which pair would you see yourself wearing more? And I'll say it again, I'm not trying to take anything away from this shoe. I think it's a really cool pair, but I am shocked whenever you open the GOAT app and you see that these are selling for about 50 bucks more in my size than what those Ma Maniére Jordan 3s are selling for in my size. So there is definitely a lot of demand for this pair. I really like them. It probably is my favorite colorway from that Thunder 4 pack, but at this point, I'm just a much bigger fan of those Ma Maniére 3s. And one more comment about these 4s. I actually prefer these wet cement Jordan 4s to the white Thunder Jordan 4s, and I think I will probably get a lot more wear out of this pair than what I would get out of these. If you didn't think I was crazy for liking the Ma Maniére 3s over these 4s, maybe you'll think I'm crazy for liking these wet cement Jordan 4s over top of these white Thunder Jordan 4s. I think these are great. You really don't hear anything about them, and I think these are selling for less than what the white Thunders are as well. Give me your thoughts and opinions on those pairs that we looked at. I also want to talk about a couple of pairs that I ordered. I don't have them in hand yet, but I did buy a couple of pairs online this week that I'm really pumped about. The first pair that I grabbed, I ordered from nclothing.com, which is a retailer overseas. A lot of times you have to pay extra for shipping. I think when these shoes drop in the US, they're going to drop for $140 US, and I paid, I think, $165 plus shipping. All in, I have about $180 into them, but I placed an order and it already shipped for the Jordan 1 Low Mochas. I saw a pair of the lows at my local Finish Line. They already got their shipment in, even though they haven't released yet. And I'm telling you what, that shoe is beautiful in my opinion. And with fall coming up, I think they are going to be so easy to rock. Really, you could rock them all year round, but I just think they'll go perfect with some like fall colored outfits and that sort of thing. I might even grab a pair of those Mochas at my local Finish Line if I can secure a pair through EA or something, because then I'd be able to use a coupon on a pair. I feel like that's a pair that I would wear a whole lot, and I wouldn't mind having another pair on ice for whenever I bust through the first pair. But anyhow, I have a pair of those coming. Let me know if you're going to grab them. Let me know if maybe you ordered them as well. I saw where a lot of sizes were still on BSTN there for even a couple of days after the original drop. And again, BSTN is another retailer overseas, but I'm really excited about that pair. So excited for that pair that I had to spend a little bit extra to secure my pair. At least that way I know no matter what, I'll have my own pair of those. The other pair that I ordered this week was the Alexis Sablone SB Dunk Low. Those are called the Chameleons. I didn't even realize the first couple of times that I saw them that the colors on that shoe, on the overlays, are actually a wear-away color. Below that wear-away paint, it's actually like a pink suede or a pink leather, I think. And the more I look at them, I just think that is a really interesting shoe. I was able to secure my pair from the Sneakers app. I don't think they had real high stock on the Sneakers app, but I saw a whole lot of W's going out for them. So it looked like people that wanted them were still able to get them, which I love seeing. I've seen where some people say that they're still sitting at their skate shops, and I think that's a wonderful thing to see. I love it when dope shoes are available to the masses and they don't just automatically have to go and pay resale for them. But anyhow, that's a very unique shoe with a lot of personality. So again, I'm really happy that I have that pair coming. On the other side of the spectrum, the day that I'm recording this is actually Friday. I took the day off so I'd have a 4-day weekend. Those Hot Lava Air Tech Challenge shoes dropped this morning. And if you've been watching the channel for a while, I'm a huge fan of late 80s, early 90s trainer type shoes. So like Bo Jackson shoes, like the SC trainers, I absolutely love that silhouette. I really like this Air Tech Challenge silhouette. And I really wanted to go for them, but I ended up just holding off. I don't know what they'll do in the resale market, but I am going to be watching them, and if they drop to a reasonable price, I probably will grab them. The reason why I didn't this time is just because my wife and I are actually going to do a little getaway this weekend. We haven't had our own trip without kids or anybody else for quite some time, so we're going to Pittsburgh this weekend, and we're going to go see, I think Rancid is going to be there, but the Smashing Pumpkins and Green Day are also going to be there, and those are all bands that I was really into in the 90s when I was in middle school and high school. So I'm really excited for that, but I'm also really excited because we're going to stay the night, and then the next day we're going to go to the Andy Warhol Museum, because two of my absolute favorite artists are doing a combined show. Of course, Andy Warhol being one of them. It's at the Warhol Museum. But then Calls also has a show. It's going to be like a worldwide show. I think after Pittsburgh, they're going to Tokyo. But for now, it's starting off in the Warhol Museum, which is in Pittsburgh. I've been there before. I really like it. Surely you're all familiar with Andy Warhol and his pop art. But Calls is like a modern day pop artist, and I love his style. I love his artwork. And the day after the concert, we're all going to go to that. Maybe I'll make like a video blog or something, because I just know personally I am really, really looking forward to walking through that exhibit and just seeing what all they have on display there. But that's about all I have to cover today. I just wanted to touch base with y'all, let you know what I got going on. I didn't pick up any shoes that I have in hand this week, so I thought we could just do a recap and kind of talk about what's going on. And I almost forgot one more thing. Tomorrow, the Jordan 3, what are they calling them? Cement gray or something like that. But there's a nice looking Jordan 3 drop, and I think my Finish Line has those, and I'll probably do a pickup vlog and then a review of those for Sunday morning. So watch for that. I think pictures of those look really, really nice. I think it's a sharp looking shoe. I'm not sure if I'll keep those in the collection or not, but I definitely want to get my hands on them and make a review of them, and then I can have time to chew on it and consider if I want to keep them or swap them out. The main reason why I might not keep them is because they kind of remind me of another Jordan 3 that I already picked up, but we'll talk about that whenever I do the review of those shoes. Let me know if you're picking up those Jordan 3s that are dropping on Saturday, or if any shoes coming in the near future have your attention. I think a lot of people will be going for those Mochas. I know personally, I can't wait to get my pair in, and be sure to be on the lookout for that review, because I should have them sometime mid next week. But anyway, I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Let me know how your week went. Let me know what you're getting into this weekend, and I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.